ain't finna let that nigga just
Welcome back to the
burn me out like I ain't really out here trying to get a little motion with me, so you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I straight with cold.
Trying to get the cash up, Woody. I'm in a bag. Too many flex store really. Y'all niggas sad. I can do what I want. I ain't gotta brag. I'm trying to keep bringing pressure. I ain't trying to crash.
Alright guys, so welcome back to the channel, man. Today, like I told y'all in the previous video, I got me a 3/4 inch sheet of wood and we about to see can we build our port real quick. Now I got my measurements, which are right here somewhere. Now as far as the tuning go, I don't know, but I'm just gonna make it long as possible and then shorten it up as I go to try to fine tune it to where I like it at. But for now, all the measurements are pretty much maxed out. So right now, it's 22 inches wide going across the bottom and the top, 22 inches. The height is like 18 inches. And the depth, I got it at 19 inches, which would take it back to that little platform in the box. That'll take it all the way back to that platform. So the measurements are maxed out. And we just gonna build it maxed out. So, you know, the longer the port, the lower it'll play. So it may take away a little from the high range, but we just gonna see, y'all. Like I said, I'm just gonna try it. My partner did say he's gonna try to get on it this weekend, but if I can get this port in there and it sound good and it sound decent, we gonna run with it. It shouldn't be that hard. We only making a square, but like I said, I'm woodworking is not my specialty. That ain't what I do. So I'm about to set up this time lapse and got my little Ryobi right here. And we about to go for what we know, y'all. And if y'all hear any noise, this is my AC unit. But this edge right here is gonna act as the bottom part of the front of the port, if that makes sense. This gonna be on the front of the port. This right here runs along the inside of it, which will be 19 inches this way, and then we'll come back 22 inches that way. Hopefully my lines are straight, but we gonna, once we get this cut, y'all see I got bottom right there, I'm gonna flip this over, mirror it on the other side, and then I'll get my measurements again for the side, which should be like, I think, I have to redo the measurement for the side, then come out here and transfer it to the board. But for now, we just about to cut the top and bottom, and then we're gonna just slide it in there, see how snug that fit, whether I have to take a little off or whatever. So that's what we about to do right now. Let me set the tripod. Alright, so this is what we got going on. Now I cut this piece 22 inches wide. Down the inside, this ball nasty fuck. I cut it 22 inches wide. But what I didn't account for is the side pieces. You see how I accounted for it on this side? So I got to take off at least 3/4 inch on this side for the side from there to here to, you know, so I can glue and screw the sides. Now, in theory, y'all got to excuse the speaker wires and shit, but in theory, this is gonna sit back about that far in the box. And it should come out about that far, so. But I don't know. I said fuck it, man. I just said fuck it and slid the whole box out, man. Cause the way I was trying to do it, don't get too old or be in awkward position for too long. My back and shit be hurting for weeks. But I just wrestled this huge motherfucker out, and it'll be easier to put the port together like this right here, man, instead of the way I was going. Let's see, can we go and get this thing built real quick? Shouldn't be that hard with it being out. That way, you know what I mean? Essentially, I'm just building the fucking square. You dig where I'm coming from? So, yeah, let's get it, y'all. We made a little progress. This board just fell down there, and the other piece is over there. Now, I got my cut right. Let me show y'all what I'm working with. But right now, I ain't gonna lie, I got a little frustrated. The sun going down, and I got to go to work tomorrow, so I ain't really got time to be out here all night long fucking with it. But let's show y'all this fit right quick. Now, of course, the port ain't gonna stick out that goddamn far, I don't think. But as y'all can see, look how close I got those cuts. Like, I got that motherfucker perfect. I just got to finish building the square. I got to measure this side and the bottom. Well, the bottom gonna mirror this piece. And then I just got to do the side, glue and screw it. But y'all see I got it back to that piece right there. So I could finish it, but like I said, I'm losing daylight, man. I got to go to work tonight, and I ain't really got time to be out here all night fumbling with it. So I already started cleaning everything up. What I'm gonna do next is probably just leave the subwoofers on hook for now until probably Saturday. Cause like I told y'all, I already got my amps and stuff set, and I don't want to mess that up to the end. So I probably just leave the subwoofers alone and just hook them back up Saturday. And another issue I found is the subs are starting to blow this access port. So what I am gonna do is I got some more screws in there that I'm gonna put in between each screw to help secure this a little more. But as y'all can see, y'all see how the subwoofer tearing all this shit up. I got a lot of vibration up here, so I may have to get a whole sheet of wood and first cut all the access port. I might just have to double all this shit up, y'all. I think they're gonna be the next plan, man. Give me another 3/4 inch slab of wood, and I'm gonna double the top of it up, you know, to make it a little sturdy. But until then, I'm just gonna add a couple more screws in to help it stay down, and hopefully that'll hold me off until the end. But like I said, I'm not a woodworker, no diddy or whatever like that, but I can do it. But if I would have started early this morning, I had to port in there, you know what I'm saying? If I would have started early this morning, I would have had to port in. But another thing I did was, y'all remember that little beauty panel I had back there? I took that out because, be honest, that wasn't always right. And when I tried to, when the box was in there and I tried to slide the port in, that piece wasn't cut right and it was hitting that beauty panel. So, like if y'all remember videos ago, months ago, I told y'all that little beauty panel, which is sitting right there, probably like a 1/4 inch thick. It was just there, y'all. Like, it was just there to cover up all this, which I got sound deadened, which I'm gonna probably get the rest of my sound deadened and throw on there too. It won't hurt nothing. But for now, I'm just gonna leave that wall bare. And I probably tomorrow when I get off of something, I come back out here, get the rest of my sound deadened and roll that on there to get that as solid as possible. But like I said, as of now, I do got the top piece cut. And I gotta make sure I mark it to let myself know that it is the top piece. Then tomorrow I'm gonna let my saw charge up. Tonight I'm gonna let my saw charge up. Then I'm gonna mirror the bottom piece. And then I have to just, you know, measure the sides and all that good stuff, glue it and screw it. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to paint it. And then I just slide the box and shit back in. But for now, I'm just gonna slide the box in and secure it and take my wires up and all that. And you know, it's gonna be a process. Like I told y'all, it's gonna be a crunch, but I know a lot of y'all probably like, bro, I would have been had that done, but like I told y'all, this type of shit right here truly ain't my specialty. So huge shout out to everybody that building closes and all that good stuff, man, because you can easily fuck up a whole sheet of wood that just cost me $40. You can easily fuck that up just trying. And I don't want to fuck mine up just trying, because that's a lot of goddamn wood. If I get these cut right, I still have enough, honestly, to double the top of my box, if that makes sense. So I really ain't trying to waste no wood. That's why I kind of got a little frustrated, but then again, I know that the sun started going down, and I got to get the heavy ass box back in the truck, vacuum up some of that sawdust and all that good stuff. So it's still a lot I got to do, man. But if y'all enjoy that content, make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We trying to get 1,000 subs over here on this channel, and we trying to run up over here as well. Like I said, this type of stuff y'all won't be getting on the main channel. The next video of this setup, y'all be getting on the main channel. The port already be in and playing. So if you ain't subscribed to this channel to see this process, you'll just miss out on that part. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell y'all, subscribe if y'all want to see it step by step. But with all that said, man, we're going to end the video off. I'm going to get me a little broom or something, sweep my bed out, sweep the box out and all that, because it is a little dust in there. And I'm going to sweep all that out. And then I'm going to slide the box in there, secure the box, get my plywood and put it up. I'm not going to leave that outside, period. I'm going to get that and put it up. And like I said, I got to find my piece, my top piece, and I got to mark it. As a matter of fact, I'm about to do that now before I forget. Saw died on me 1 or 2 times, man. I got to go and get me a skill saw or something with a plug, so I ain't got to worry about that shit. And my jigsaw, the goddamn blade was dull. It would have took me 3 hours to cut that little shit, so I gave up on the jig as well. So I got to go by the hardware store and get me some more blades for my jig. That way when my skill saw go dead, I'll be able to transition straight to the jig and keep the process moving. So that threw a wrench in my plan as well. And it did take a lot of work, y'all. A shit ton of work, man. But this your boy BassAddict, man. Check it out with another. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, subscribe. We trying to get the port right for this thing. Today is now Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I rightfully got like 2.5 days or so to get everything close to with, you know, having a port in it. At least I got 2 days to get it done, at least at the minimum 2 days. So we gonna it's crunch time, but we gonna do what we can do, y'all. Let me clean this shit up because y'all see the sun going down. Y'all have a good one, man.
I ain't finna let that nigga just
Welcome back to the
bring me out like I ain't really out here trying to get a little motion with me, so you know what I'm saying? I mean, that's why I stream we cool.
Trying to get the cash up, Woody. I'm in a bag. Too many flex though, really. Y'all niggas sad. I can do what I want. I ain't got to brag. I'm trying to keep bringing pressure. I ain't trying to crash.